Hello everyone! Good day and mabuhay! Welcome back sa isa na namang pagtuklas ng aralin sa mathematics. Consider this figure. What have you noticed about the figure that are being formed? Especially with those angle formed. That will be part of our presentation, which is all about the standard position of an angles and coterminal angles. Sa ating aralin, alamin natin kung ano-ano ang mga objectives. The first one is illustrate angles and standard position. The second objective is to find the coterminal angles. Let us try to know one at a time those part of the standard position of an angle. At simulan nating alamin kung ano nga ba ang standard position of an angle. An angle is in standard position if each vertex is at the point of origin or at the origin and its initial side is along the positive x-axis. Mas alamin natin kung ano nga ba itong standard position of an angle sa pamamagitan ng illustration. And let us try to see this. Consider this x and y axis. So let us just work on by putting the vertex at the point of origin. So let's see that that's the point of origin. Okay, that will be the vertex of our angle. And let us try to choose the positive x-axis. Consider this ray. That will be called as the initial side. On the other hand, let us consider that the side move counterclockwise and stop that. Ang tawag naman natin dyan ay terminal side. So, nakabuo tayo ng angle. And as I have mentioned, siya ay nag-move counterclockwise at ang angle ay positive angle. So, remember, kapag nag-move ng counterclockwise, ang magiging sukat ng angle ay positive. On the other hand, this one, which is the same initial side, and we have this terminal side that moves clockwise position, ang magiging angle naman yan ay negative angle. Ang dalawa nating angle na na-illustrate a while ago is an example of standard position of an angle. So, bibigyang puntos ko na dapat ang vertex ay nasa point of origin. At ang initial side ay nasa positive x-axis or along the positive x-axis. Another important things talking of the standard position is we are familiar with the quadrantal angle. So let us try to work on with quadrantal angles. So when we talk of quadrantal angles, it is an angle in standard position having the terminal sides along either the x-axis or at the y-axis, such as with measure of 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees, and so on. They are called the quadrantal angle, like this. Consider this again, the x and the y-axis. So, if the angle is that red one, So the measure of that angle is 90 degrees, and that's an example of quadrantal angle. Another one, if we have this one, the measure of that angle is 180 degrees. On the other hand, if we choose this one that moves counterclockwise again, the measure of that is 270 degrees. Then, if we have this angle, the measure of that is 360 degrees. Same if it moves clockwise, like this one. If we have this, the measure of that angle is negative 90 degrees. As I have mentioned a while ago, if it moves clockwise, the measure of the angle is negative. So that will be negative 90 degrees, same as this one. The measure of that angle is negative 180 degrees. I just wanted to emphasize na ang mga angles kanina, tulad ng 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, at 360 degrees na nag-rotates counterclockwise, at ang negative 90 degrees, negative 180 degrees na nag-rotate clockwise ay mga halimbawa ng quadrantal, katulad ng binabanggit natin kanina. Kasi ang kanilang mga terminal side ay nag-stop either sa x-axis and sa y-axis lamang. I hope nagkakaroon na tayo ng idea talking of the standard position of an angle, same way with quadrantal angle. So this time around, let us continue knowing about the coterminal angles. So ano nga ba itong coterminal angles? Angles that have the same initial and terminal sides are coterminal angle, or they are coterminal. So somewhat this illustration. If we have this angle, so choosing that angle, that yellow one, consider that the measure of the angle given, the yellow one, is 170 degrees. And we have this other angle that moves counterclockwise at nakatapos ng isang rotation, which is 360 degrees, and it moves again, then stop at the same terminal side of 170 degrees. Ang magiging sukat ng angle na yon ay 530 degrees. Hence, ang 170 degrees at 530 degrees are coterminal angle. So, same with this one. Let's have another one. If we have this one, okay, so ang sukat ng angle na yan ay 80 degrees. If we have another angle na nagkaroon uli ng complete rotation, which is 360 degrees, and stop at the same terminal side of 80 degrees, ang sukat ng angle na yon ay 440 degrees. Ang 80 degrees at 440 degrees ay coterminal angle. So another important fact, kapag pinag-uusapan ang coterminal angle, is we are particular on finding the coterminal angle. So to find the coterminal angle, we just work on with adding or subtracting 360 degrees or to any multiple of 360 degrees to the given angle. Any angle na given natin, yan lang yung gagawin natin. And let's work on with this example. Consider this one. Let us consider that the angle theta is 40 degrees. So sabi kanina, we just add that to 360 degrees and subtract to 360 degrees. So unahin na natin by adding that to 360 degrees. We have that. So when we add that, the result is 400 degrees. So 40 degrees plus 360 degrees is equal to 400 degrees. Another one, consider this. 40 degrees, this time around, minus naman tayo. Minus 360 degrees, that is equal to negative 320 degrees. Hence, 400 degrees and negative 320 degrees are both coterminal angle to theta. So, ibig sabihin, they are coterminal angles. So, let's have another one. Consider this example. The angle theta is negative 320 degrees. So, adding that by 360 degrees, so we have this. So, that will be equal to 40 degrees. So, again, negative 320 degrees plus 360 degrees is equal to 40 degrees. Let's have this one. Negative 320 degrees, isubtract naman natin, minus 360 degrees is equal to negative 680 degrees. Therefore, 40 degrees and negative 680 degrees are coterminal angles. Again, you can also add that to common multiple of 360 degrees. So, pwede din sa 720 degrees and so on. So, pwedeng i-add, pwedeng i-subtract. Okay, this time, let us try to know what you have learned in our discussion. So, you are going to find the angle of the smallest possible positive coterminal angle of the given. And the given is 80 degrees. And let's begin. And the time start now. Time stop. If your answer is this, you are correct. Okay, so this time around, let us try to work on with the same given at alamin naman natin ang negative coterminal angle nito. And the given is 80 degrees again with 10 seconds. And the time start now. Time is up. Again, if your answer is negative 280 degrees, you are correct. Let's have another one. And this time around, let us try to determine your answer with negative 110 degrees. The time start now. Time stop. If your answer is 250 degrees, you are correct. Let's have this one. The same given, 110 degrees. But this time around, you are going to work on with subtracting it by 360 degrees. The time start now. Time is up. If your answer is negative 470 degrees, you are correct. That's all for today. I hope natuto tayo. God